Hello, everybody. Today we want to talk about pastor in Africa and churches. Are they really a problem? As some vlogger and blogger are saying today that they are the problem of Africa, that they are exploiting the people and they are neglecting their members. That is our discussion today. Let's see really in Africa. We see that Africa pastors, we want to compare Africa pastors and churches and Africa churches in Europe, because in Europe they don't have pastors, they have churches. Because in Europe it's not personal, it's government who own the churches. Churches like Catholic is owned by government. Churches like Anglicans is owned by Queen of England in their government system. So we want to see that really people are just complaining. Like I see this King Bright who live in America. He was saying that look at all these faces of our leaders, our daddies in the Lord, pastors, that they are the causes of the problem in Africa, that they cause 9% of the Africa problem, they are the one caused them. So, but really maybe want to say that it's 90% of Africa problem is caused by the pastors. Really today, really all of us believe that the pastor supposed to have helped the people, supposed to have contributed more than what they are doing. So really, let's look, are they really having more privilege that these Euro pastors are having, that they refuse to help the people? That will be our discussion today. And today really, I was just relaxing. I had the notification bell and I saw a notification from Coco Mama. I will open it to see what is going on. She now said that Pastor Matthew Ashimolowo, who live in England, that is asking of his member to bring an offering bring offering from line. So she was bitter to communicate online that there is online now. People should pay their tithing online. If they need any information online, they should come. So she was just talking. And I see her communication. What is she wanted to communicate? That this time of COVID-19 is supposed not to have asked of money. But one thing really that all of us we are saying, I like one person, Somaaku. We should not say people should not criticize pastor. But we see that when Somaaku is criticizing them, he showed the verses of the Bible. He tried to bring awareness, showing people that these things are supposed to have been like this and that. So that is a good to criticize. That is a good way to criticize people, so that his audience can be blessed and learn. Say, okay, maybe the pastor they made mistake in this area. This supposed to be the better way to go about it. I see that she never insulted any person personally, but she is insulting some of their acts, which is very good. But I see this Coco Mama today is not insulting the act of the pastor, but is insulting the pastor personally, which is not good at all. Because our pastor Matthew Ashimolowo is a father, is a husband, is a leader of a people, which many people, thousands of people are under him. He's supposed to not to have addressed him in a such manner, as if he's talking to his children. It's very bad of him. I didn't like the attitude at all. Because why are we really saying it? If you have any information to pass around, you should pass it in a politeful way. You should pass it in a way that people will understand. Really, we are taking what is the offenses today. All these our leaders, all these our pastors, all these our foundation, our patriarch, who make really us to know that God exists. Because before, everybody is holding to idolatry. So today, really, people are complaining they are evil, they are evil. If we, all of us now, should gather and remove them in that Nigeria soil today, and their members, that thousands of people are under them. They will not let to remove them and carry them to nearby, even Cameroon there. You see, Nigeria will feel that people left that land with good, not by negative way, but by positive way. We should see them really, they have contributed, they have labor, they have make a way for people to come up, they have directed God to us. Many people today, it is through them people get to know God. If really today we are seeing that they are not doing it well, we should correct them as daddy, we should correct them as leader, we should correct them as a friend, that not by insulting them. After you have insulted that man so well, you now come to his congregant and say, yes, even they said they will not hear. Or upon you, whatsoever you will tell them, they will not hear, because they are malu, because they are animal, because they are cow. So all those things, it doesn't call for. It doesn't, that is not a way to address people. Really, you yourself, you know that nobody can change those people. Why all these people are so addicted to them? Because they have been a blessing in their own life. None of their members who come out to complain then that they flood them, that they exploit them, that they neglect them. Really, you can't you imagine, say, all these pastors, all the mega pastors, really, what made people to gather on that day? Is it really as we from Europe, from far, seeing them, are they really so? If they are so, nobody will stay under wicked people. Because these people, in their own little way, they are contributing to the society. For them to even gather people together is a blessing. And people giving their audience, that means they have something to give. That means they have something to offer. Nobody will go into a place that will not be benefited to that person. Everybody wants a place that will add to you, that will be a benefit to you. That is where all of us would like to be. So we should address them in a polite form. Really today, really everybody, all of them that is complaining mostly, I'm using this opportunity to speak to most of the vloggers and bloggers that really what is the purpose. If you have idea, the purpose of this social media is to build a better society, is to bring awareness, is to make people to see, let's say those who are blind, you want to open their eye, you want to pass knowledge, you want to pass wisdom, you want to pass awareness. Pass it in a way that the audience will understand, that the audience will be benefited, the audience will know that really somebody has speak to me. That is what these pastors have done for years. Some of them that have labored 40-something years, 30-something years, is they have lived all their life to build this name. How can we just come out overnight? You try to rob their name, you try to disrespect them, which is not good at all. What is the offenses today? According to everybody shouting, we want to compare them with Europe pastors, because we really, many people that being in Africa, then they see this pastor to be wicked people as we are seeing them. Then they see them that anything that is wrong, they are seeing them that they are the second to God. They are seeing them they are savior. They are seeing how they have contributed to them one way or the other. But when we now come to Western world, we are not seeing that something is missing. Our church is supposed to have done this, supposed to have done that. That is what we want to look into now, that really what is their comparison, that have Euro pastors, that they are taking care of the members. Like, let's say like Caritas now, if anytime you come to any society, please, they will refer you to not government house, they will refer you to a church, they will refer you to a Catholic. Then so you go there and ask them anything that you may need. So they even call the churches, they call it for those, they call them bisognoso. What is that? What does that mean in a Italian language? Those who are less privileged, they should come. Those who doesn't have at all, they should come to there. Those who are rich, they are not going to Caritas. They are not searching for government goods. But if you are in need, go to them. What does it mean? These pastors, they are the one who, when you go to them, they are the one you will meet. You will learn all your complaints. They will say, okay, this is what you need, this is what you need. If they have those things there, like clothes, like food, they will give you first aid. If really there are something that they don't have in that moment, they will refer you to another offices. They will take your document and say, what is your name? They will take all your information. They will write what you need. They will send it, they will stamp it and send you to that office to go and take something that you ask of. So now we are not saying this Euro pastor, they are good. No, they are not good, because this Euro pastor is not their personal church. It's the government church. It's the government who builds those churches that we are seeing. What is the difference? That is why I want to do comparison today. In Europe, let's go to Europe, that everybody, when we now come to Western world, we now see our eye become open, that something is missing in our society. If we can implement this kind of society in our home, it could be a better place for us. All of us, we know that is the country we are hearing for. That is the country we love to build. That is the country we like to boast of. Say, yeah, that is a giant of Africa. Nigeria is a giant of Africa. We want to make the system to work. If we can do it by our own power, we will do it overnight, and all of us will go back home. But this thing doesn't come like this. This Europe world, it is a system that if you grow up, you want to become a clergy, you want to become a pastor, you will not go to a seminar, you will not study. After you finish from the seminar, they will not give you a church, a place you will be pastoring. They will cater for your clothes, your food, your house, your car, anything of your own. They will give you salary. And not only that, your pension is there. You will take pension when you are old. Even to death, even is the state who will bury them. So now you see that those things that they are giving you is not personal. It's government policy. It is government fund. It's government that is funding that church. That is why that is why they are writing it down. So okay, this month we cater for 20 people, and this is what we give out, and this is what is lacking. So the government will fund them back. But now we want to compare it with a one-man stand. We want to compare with one-man idea. We want to compare with one-man struggle. We want to compare with one-man labor. It's not so, my people. It's not so. No one churches that the government is funding. They are the one funding themselves. And how are they funding these churches in Africa? It's by tithe and their offering. And the people that is going there, I see that they are not complaining. They are not complaining. Why are they not complaining really? Because that place has been a help to them. I see so many people, they are giving testimony, how they have nothing, how they started going to that church, how the member of the church introduced them to the other business, give them connection, how they become a blessing to them. That is why they are going there. That is why some really, when they become big, when they become okay, so they have million, they have thousand, it's not anything to them when they remember where they are coming from. I have somebody that is still very close to me that really was 45 years there. He have no direction. He have no life in him. He went to India to go and study. After coming back, nothing to show for. But he met with a pastor who was just doing evangelism. Let's just call them a local pastor. He met with him, and the man revealed the will of God in his life, and he taught him how to close to God. And he become great person. And he bought the pastor, he bought him car, he bought him houses. Why? Because now it is the pastor who make him to see the other life of Christianity. That is the position some of these pastors are standing today. Some of them we are shouting, they are building jets, they are buying jets, they cannot carry their member, they are building massive houses that their member cannot live. It's true. But really, if you look at some of them, they cannot open their mouth to tell you that all those things that we are seeing, they are not they didn't buy with their money. It is people who bought this thing and use it to honor them, and use it to glorify the name of God in their life. Say, if it is not you who introduced me to Christ, who showed me the way of God, I could have still been in darkness. They are rejoicing because this pastor I exposed them to light. That is why they are giving them all those things. So they really, if you see all these people we are complaining today that a man of God They are not helping people. Those who really are benefiting, some they come out to say, this is how I have benefited from this church one way or the other. Because if really they are not doing something, if they are not helping the society, if they are not really contributed to the people, nobody will wake up in the morning and say, because I love God so much, that is why I'm going to church. Really, they are there because the church have been a blessing to them. Let us have this in mind, that when we want to do comparison, let us do it very well. Let us see how really all these things that is beautiful, that give us comfort in Africa, in Europe today, can it work in Africa? We see somebody like a blogger there, Linda Ikeji. He came out, he was shouting, politician is that, pastor, he want to expose them. At the end, what end her whole journey? She scammed everybody and she ran away. And the people that were following her, they become disappointed and say, if you are doing this thing, why are you not criticizing those who are doing it? She was shouting that pastors are not helping the society. Pastors are not helping the society. And when she now had a million, who does she help? She did not help anybody. She have to run away and abandon those who really rely on her. So that is what we are saying, that when we want to criticize them, we should do our own research very well. We should see the comparison. Is it working? As really our government funding these pastors? They are funding them in Europe, and this our wicked Africa pastor, as we used to say now, that they refuse to give us what the government have keep in their own possession. We should look at it that way. It's not so. They are the one who bought their land, who built their house, who name it, who put signboard. Before the house, they may started building that house. It may take them 5 years, 6 years. Nobody was aware. When the house already completed, we now see, wow, this church is beautiful. This house is built by tithe and offering. Who is he paying those tithe and offering? But we say they are poor. The poor man really have money to pay tithe and offering. If he really the poor man has, he will not give it to church. It is those which these people have blessed for. Maybe you see some of them, they will tell you, they will testify, they have been with this pastor for 20 years, for 15 years, for 30 years. Why are they still there? Can't you really sometimes ask yourself, why are those people still being under this pastor? It's because this pastor have been a blessing to them. That is why they are still there. We should look at this, and we are hearing to build a better society. We should see that we should not run, that we should not shout, and really we are not putting anything in the soil. We should see that this better Africa, this better Niger, we are aspiring to build, that their foundation. We should not go to the top. We should start from the foundation. We should try and dig harder and see that these pastors, they didn't commit any offenses. They didn't warrant some insult that they are taking. Some of them, they borrow money. They borrow money from the bank. Maybe the money, then it can be 10 years low, 30 years low, 20 years low, that they are still paying. They can't come and tell you that, you are thinking that I'm rich, I'm not rich. They can't tell you what they are passing through. Really, without their good mind for them to say, okay, let us gather people in the name of God. If they really have the opportunity to help the people, I believe they will help the people. They can't just blind their eye and say, these people are suffering, I will not help them. No, that word that they are really preaching, that thing that keep them every day. Do you think it's easy to study the Bible? It takes time and it takes energy. And most of them, they have struggled their labor for years. Why are they doing it? It is because they love the people too. They love God. They want to bring the awareness of God to people. That is the first thing that give them that initiative and say, okay, we'll do this thing because I'm a professor, because I'm well educated. Let me impart my people. They are like professors in the land, and they are imparting knowledge, the word of God, which money cannot really give to people. And people go and ask those who really have this money, they will tell you that money is nothing. So that is area I see on this complaining. We should learn how to bring solution. Yeah, we see today, this our word of today now, this COVID-19 that is going global now. When it came out, the Italian Prime Minister, country, he announced that this COVID-19 is going around, though they should shut everywhere so that people will not be infected. And he now called Vatican, called the Pope, our Papa Francis. He called him and said the Vatican should be closed. He said, okay, sir. He obeyed. Why doesn't he obey? Nobody asked. Know what we are just saying? We want to put the mind of religion. How we Pope subdue to the government. Don't he know it's bigger than government? In our own place, in our Africa, that is where we thought we are bigger than government. But in Europe, in a civilized world, they are under government. All the churches are subdued under government. That is why you see when you go to all this Anglican, Catholic today, they give them the verses of the Bible. What they will teach that day. They will not, if it is one line, after that one line, they will close the door. If it is 1 hour, it's 1 hour. If you late, the seminar is already over. If it is 45 minutes, then it is that 45 minutes because they go by law. It is we who didn't have law, but then they have law because it's the government who holds the church. You can see all the Catholic all over the world. It's the same pattern. It's the same, this long wood, this wooden chair they are using, they screw it on the ground. Nobody is bringing a different flamboyant chair I will see with our normal church. Not that these pastors here, they don't want to see or want to, they're supposed to change the pattern, those who have taste, but they can't change it because that is how they meet the seat. If they want to change, you have to be general. So no one person take authority or take initiative to do something. Because you are not a pastor, you have pastored there for 10 years or 5 years, you want to do something new, you want to bring your idea. No, your idea, you have to keep it to yourself. You have to follow the pattern, how the government wants it to be. So we that is criticizing the churches in Europe, this is the reason why they obey, because it's the states paying their salary, and if they owed, they are the one paying their pension, and their debt, they are the one taking control. But in Africa, it's not so. Africa, they are the one who is laboring day and night to make sure the thing go well with them. So we should be careful. That is why me are doing this video, because really when we come to a Western world, we see the system is good. You see when the COVID, now when the president of Ghana, he announced that all of them the churches should be shut down, the schools should be shut down, and people should stay in the house. He never made provision. He never make any provision. He never announced how he will help the people. But when they are making announcements in Europe, they are making provision. They say, you people should stay at home. Your salary will be paid. You see, everybody that's in Europe today, they are not afraid that if they will come out after the period, what can we eat or drink? I didn't work this period, though. How can I pay my house rent? They say that the house rent, they should not worry. They will talk to all the landlords how they will systemize the thing, and the light bill that we are spending this period, they will take it. The government will pay. Even the water bill that the government will pay. You see, this is society. How can you not compare with those who don't have society? Ghana president announced. He never announced what he will do for his people. They should just quiet. They should just silent. They should go to house. So do what? He never made provision how the government car will be going out providing food, bringing food for them. Nothing. He never talk of provision. He never even think of where will they stay. They don't even have house. We are living in boat dog. And people will just come out overnight, go in the morning, sleep anywhere, sleeping even under the bridge. In the daytime, they will not go and fetch for themselves. Look for 1 minute job or daily bread food. They will eat it and come back to hide in their hole. The next day, they will wake up and look for what they will eat. He never have provision. Okay, now he come to Nigeria. Our president now announced that, yes, Nigeria, they should stay at home. They will reduce fuel. How? It's like you give a notebook to a blind man to read. How will he read the novel? A man that is blind, you are giving him a novel to read. Don't you see, really, you yourself, you are having some problem. So this is what we are using in our own society. That is why we are crying that we don't have a developed society. How can it be developed? Because something that's supposed to be simple and easy to do, they are turning it upside down. Because the Western world are doing it, they want to do it, but they don't even see how the Western world make provision for their own people. Our president said they should come and he will reduce the fuel. How? Who are those who have car? How many people have cars in Nigeria? What of those? Let's say you make provision. Thank you, Mr. President. You make provision for those who have car. What of provision for those who don't have car? That should be our whole question. And say, Baba, we thank you very much because you are a very caring father. You think of those who can ride, who holds car. What of those who don't have at all? How will they live? How will they feed this period? They say people should stay at home. Some people, they are living, 7 people are living in one room. 3 people are living in one room. If they say they should stay inside, as Europe now, nobody is going in or coming in except you have an essential place that you are going. If they say, yes, they want to keep the law like Europe, nobody should go out and put soldier everywhere. You see, there will be more deaths than even the virus that is going around. Because they didn't make provision. People didn't have their own house. Some people are living, they will go and buy things from the nearby village and bring it to city to come and sell. What will those people, what will they live on? You see, they don't even make provision. So that is what we are saying. We should do this good comparison and say, really, people now in Africa, you see people will divorce now because no food. Children will die because no food. Many have what will happen because no food. No food. How can you close people for 3 days? You say they should not come out. You see, they will riot. Many things will happen. People will die just because they didn't make provision. As they are saying it, they're supposed to have made provision. How will they distribute rice this period? How will they distribute yam this period? How will they distribute beans for people? How will they distribute gari? Supposed to be a government fund. What government will do for the people for this period that they are staying at home? That is when we are telling that we have a society. But we should look at it that the government of Nigeria and Europe is different. Likewise, even the churches in Africa is different from churches in Europe. So my beloved people, this is what I have to say. For Coco Mama, you have to make an apology for the man of God you insulted. It doesn't call for. Shimolowo didn't steal your money. He didn't deflog you. Neither does he abandon you when you are in need. You didn't have any problem with him. Try and do this thing because you have people that is watching you. You have people that is following you. Give them a good example and let people know. Because when you are criticizing them, if you don't have anything, you don't have other pastor. You say this pastor is not good. You don't have any other pastor to give to them. Leave them with their pastor. If you want to educate them that the way that will benefit the people. If there's anything you want to give to them because we have to be careful. The word of God told us in Acts 23 verse 5, he said, speak not against the leader of the people. This man is leader of people. He is well respected, even in our society. When this YouTube have not come, Facebook, they are our leader. We look at them in the satellite and they pay so many big money to stay on here for years. If this is the time of their profits, allow them to take what belongs to them. Please, my people, let us be wise and learn and be educative about what is going on. Thank you, everybody. God bless. Bye.